Good morning, Jake.
Good morning.
Psalm 82 with, this is a little bit interesting. So here's a little background. This is sort of a continuation, I guess, of 81, where God's speaking again. We get sort of Yahweh in quotes. And what's interesting is I read it initially in the Message. And so the Message took this word judge and went that route,
Yeah.
meaning almost like anyone that has the ability to rule over someone else. I took almost as like authorities, right? And I love the concept either way that the psalm conveys that, God ultimately is just and sovereign. And then I read it in the NIV, and it takes this other approach where it's looking at these as gods, which may be shocking to some, but it's not. It's in the scriptures. There's other psalms that talk about this, and what that word typically is getting at, the lowercase g gods, is like demons or spiritual forces that are in authority over various parts of the earth in various forms. And so it was interesting that there was sort of the two takes. I think at the end of the day, I walked away going, you know what? God is just. He is sovereign, and he will ultimately judge over all of these things, whether it's judges and those in authority or spiritual powers. Like, God's got it, and we can trust that he will judge and be just and provide justice and righteousness for us.
Yeah. Thanks for that, because the information you gave is super helpful to just, for reading through it, to kind of halfway get an idea for what's going on. But to kind of just piggyback on what you said, I actually kind of appreciate, or I'm thankful for, the confusion, because it in a sense can bring some clarity. I think of Ephesians 6, where it says, we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers. And it's one of those things that I think can definitely go one way or the other. And sometimes I think it's some weird mix between the two, because the spiritual world is a reality, right? There are principalities, powers, angels are real, God is real, all of this stuff we believe in, and people are in positions of power and authority too. And more than it's just completely clean cut and separated, it's all kind of mixed together in this reality that we're living in. And the bottom line, no matter which take you take, the bottom line is that God is over it all. And that I just like you said, I mean, he is just, and he's holy. And sometimes I think we recoil or we're not drawn to the idea of God as a judge. But the fact that God is holy, he's good, means that it's not something to say, oh, I don't know how I feel about that. It's actually the best thing that could possibly be true, is that there is a good, holy, and just God who ultimately is going to make things right again. So an interesting little psalm, but encouraging, because God is God, and that's good.
That's right, man. Well said, bro.
Cool.
Short and sweet.
Short and
Making
sweet.
the hard psalms easy.
Yep.
Right on, bro. Well, another one of the books. I'll see you tomorrow for Psalm 83.
All right. Adios, y'all.
Peace.